Yo, what's up guys? It's Critical here, and today I'm gonna be showing you guys some techniques that I use to get high ground. Now, I'm sorry for the audio, like for the game. My in-game audio capture device is the file is corrupted right now for all my audio, so I don't think it's gonna work. So, but I hope just my actual voice audio will be enough to explain to you guys, and obviously will. So, here we go. So let me just get down here. So the first thing I typically do off the start of an engagement, obviously, is the double 90. At this point, this is like the super important part because you have two options here, depending on how fast your 90 was. But your first option is to go up and to hit the double edit. And once what this does is to the enemy that's meeting you. I mean, he won't be able to put it here, so he's gonna have to do something else, or either he'll run over like that. But to you, you'll be like right here, and he'll be there. So once you turn that corner to get this 90, you'll be set for the high ground. So there's that option off the initial 90, or we have this one where you go and you don't really want to take the engagement, so you go like that. Now this one I'd say is a simpler solution altogether because you don't really have to worry about the wall the floor pyramid edit, and you can kind of just like go over it and keep your momentum, and there's less error for mistakes. But also at the same time, if your enemy does that the same way, like, and he puts both ramps, you might get cock blocked and have a ramp come off like that, and you're gonna be kind of like stuck here. So that's when you kind of need to do the push off and take that high ground from above. And I think that's that's gonna be the main way to take high ground from your enemy. Now when it comes to holding the high ground, there's two things you want to really focus on. So once you have it, and say they're there, and they're kind of just, just messing around, and they're kind of just like squabbling around, what you want to do is just identify exactly where they're coming from. Like, it doesn't really matter where they are. Just identify, like, if you see like a ramp just I don't know where pop up like that, you don't first thing is don't run at it like this, because then a good player's gonna cone you and you're gonna get stuck, and they're gonna triple 90 and have high ground. So what you want to do is, right when you see that, you just want to go boom, and from there you want to go boom 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 boom. When the reason why you want to do that is because to your enemy that's going up like that, what they're gonna do is they're gonna go boom, 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 go up again and put a pyramid. And what this does is to you that's going, if this isn't here, you're gonna go try and hit that. You're like, oh, I guess I can't do it. So you're just gonna run over it and try and see if you can floor them. But at this point, they're gonna be like around that side, and they're gonna cone you. So, and that's high ground. But what you want to do to counter it is just boom, 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 and you'll be pretty much set to go. I think that's a huge way to do it. Um, okay, so in this second segment, sorry, there's gonna be a lot of background noise just because my parents are here, and then whatever. So next thing, let me just get down here. We're gonna go over is there's gonna be close situations where you're gonna be kind of like conflicted on um whether you want to challenge their high ground or take a shot. So like in this situation, they're gonna go like that, and you're gonna want to go like this, because alright, so they're typically gonna go like this, boom, boom, boom. So what's gonna happen is you're up and you put you're gonna put the floor pyramid, and you're gonna take your shot. But the thing is, for one, if they're sitting here, they can just pop you like that. Another thing is this can be a huge thing if they get that, you get that edit and they side jump you. That's it's kind of, he's kind of just got sauced on right there. So I think personally, my main thing is what I typically do. You always need to be prepared for a side jump because that's always a viable option. So what you want to do is, before you do anything, just you want to get these floors in the way so you can get this edit. And once you get this edit, I mean, you got to be really, you know, not crafty, but you got to really read where they're looking at, because looking there, you kind of just want to slide over. Like, you want to be sort of unpredictable. And then the next thing is, if they do get the side jump off you, so boom, if they do get the side jump off you and you're looking stupid like that, first thing, you want to hit that pyramid as fast as possible. Like, you want to react fast because because by the time they hit this side jump, they're gonna be right around here, more or less. By the time you close this edit to hit the pyramid, so you're gonna close the edit, jump, flick, and hit that. What you're gonna do next from here is, on top of this pyramid, you're gonna jump, floor, floor, floor. Now I'd say be really careful, because if they see you jump this and land here, it's from there, it's kind of like they're gonna take that attack, or they're gonna trap you. So there's different plays that can be made as a counter to this. So what I'd say, and this is more gonna be more on the advanced side of tricks you can do, is, oh shit, and then you kind of make your move from there. But that's not always a must, but I think that's just a good thing to know. Next, after, like, if they do take high ground and they con themselves and everything, you kind of just want to really get at it. But this can be kind of annoying, but you can, from here, you kind of just want to formulate ways to take high ground. I think personally the best way to take high ground is to pyramid yourself, pyramid that pyramid, and double 90, and it always ends up in two things. One, you get high ground from them like this, and they're kind of in your box, or they're forced down like that, or the next alternative is they're here and you're met with this, and at this point, since you're kind of like right here and they're about to edit, depending on which side that they're editing from, so if they're editing from, it's like, if you see them editing from like so if you see that like they're editing from that side, you want to side jump to the opposite side of where they're editing from. But if you see that they're editing from this side, you want to side jump from there. So boom, boom, you want to side jump to the other side. Or if they're on that side, on the opposite side, sorry, I keep messing up. If they're on, you want to side jump from there. And always just put the floor. I mean, that's kind of a must, but it's not worth getting pyramided and trap killed. So that's a big one. Next thing, as ways to maintain high ground, I call it projection, but understanding patterns of how things work, and more or less why they work. So like, for example, you're like that, and I guess we could just use this, and they go like that, and I guess let's use it like that. I don't know. There's always some situations where they end up being here for some off reason. Like, you're going and like, you're looking to see where they are, and they end up being there. Yeah, it happens a lot. So what you want to do is just right when you get the high ground, just floor off everywhere, because there's a lot of things that can be done, especially in this situation, like where there's this ramp, and if you don't floor off everywhere, then you're kind of just going to be caught lacking, and they're going to double 90, which is already the fastest way to take high ground, and they're going to kind of catch you off guard. So that's like a huge thing. So just once you come up here, just boom, 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 you get everything, and then now you can survey the land and survey what's like the next move, and then from there you can this goes into projection again, just understanding like how far they are. So like if they're there and you're about here, understand that right around here is where they're going to end up in either two ways. Either they're going to end up right below it, so like either they're going to end up like this and you're going to have the floor pyramid, or when they turn, like if they're a double 90, that's going to have the pyramid, right? And then that's right here is where you're gonna be able to take your shot because they can't put a ramp. Or if we assume that they just did a regular 180, like here. Oh fudge. Hold on. And we assume that they took their regular 180, like that. They're gonna be met with this. So it's like it's situations like that where you really want to just understand what you're doing and understand how this will affect your gameplay. So I think those are some like very simple tips, and I have a lot more. Just let me know if you guys want to see some more tips on how to maintain that high ground. If you do, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, and can we get to like 10 likes? That would be huge, just for me. As I mean, there's a lot of information I've gathered just from a lot of time in build fights and things like that. So definitely, yeah. So and share with your friends just to let them know about my channel and about the tips that I have for them today. So yeah, like, subscribe, and peace out. Alright, so what's up, guys? This is just going to be the final segment to this, and this segment is going to be drills that you guys can do to just help yourself maintain high ground. So this should be just like the right height. So basically the first drill you want to do is have your homie, and because these are all two-man drills, have your friend or you. If you're trying to work on maintaining high ground, then you want you to be on this platform right here, 1 2 3 4, like that, with 4 things out, and you want your friend to be inside this box, and basically his job is to try and get high ground the best way he can, while you, the person trying to defend the high ground, are trying to attack and eventually kill them. But this can be done in 2 stages. The first one is just maintaining your high ground, whereas other stages you'll go into are solely just fighting each other. But this one is just, if he gets high ground, he gets a point, and if you keep high ground for the whole time until you get to max height, then you get a point. And you guys can try and change the stakes, and I don't know, whoever loses has to do push-ups or something, I don't know. But that's mainly it. The next thing after that is, once you do this, the first person to land a shot wins. So you guys will both get heavy shotguns instead of pumps. And the reason I call for heavy shotguns is because heavy shotguns have more range. So like, let me go over here. Um, so heavy shotguns have more range as opposed to normal spaz 12 shotguns. So you have more opportunity. Now, typically what I do is that whoever loses 100 shield first gets loses a um whoever loses 100 shield first loses the point that they had from the previous rounds, and the person who keeps their health gets a point. And if he damages the other person for 100 points, then he gets a point. Now, the next thing I call for after that is 1v1s where your homie is in here with a golden pump or golden heavy, whichever choice he wants, he is his. But for you, you're gonna have a great tactical shotgun, and the reason I say this is because off high ground, you really wanna reward yourself, and not every time is gonna be the right time. So basically, what I'm trying to explain to you guys is not every situation that you guys will get into, you need to take a shot. So you just kind of need a with the great tack. It allows you to be more crafty. So say like you hit him with a 1-2, you block like that. Oh my god. And then you can be more crafty with your shots. So there's a lot of things that can be done. So I think that's also a really good drill. And you guys can rate the stakes like, oh, send me a video of you doing push-ups or something. You know, no homo though. Don't be gay. Not that being gay is bad. Either way, so the next thing after that I say is just practice different ways of getting high ground. Like I'm bad at this Martaz method, but I think there's definitely ways. And one thing I kind of realize now, but can still be applied is like you can still hit this jump, like say they're going and like they hit the or yeah, they jump and put the cone like right here, and they keep going, and then they're eventually gonna put that pyramid like I had previously stated. Like if you're running and you go, and if you hit just the top of that, you can make your way up, and especially in this situation where let me get down here, you can go like boom, boom, and make your way across. So there's definitely a lot of outlets that can be done in that situation. So that's just another thing. And yeah, and like I said, if you guys liked and enjoyed the video and all the instructional tips, I have a bunch more. Just want to know if you guys want to see these type of videos, and just let me know, because really just trying to help you guys out there, you know, get what you're trying to succeed on Fortnite. And this is definitely not an easy game by no stretch of the imagination. I mean, I'm still getting used to keyboard and mouse because I'm not too good yet, but I'm still getting there. I could plug in my controller on PC, but I'm not that good yet. So yeah, please just like, subscribe, share with your friends, and I mean that would mean the world to me. Alright, peace out.